Hello and welcome back to my journey from normal to Norway. So a slightly different setup, a slightly different angle here on the couch tonight. I just have some really exciting news, at least for me, a big update on my part. If you've been watching along on my journey, you'll be well aware that I've had a big goal, a big dream to go through my apartment and just get rid of a lot of stuff and clean things and reorganize things. And I have a mountain of bags of stuff to donate that I've got stuffed in between my bed and my closet in my bedroom. So that's going to happen at some point. I know donating things right now is a little off and on, and so that'll happen when it happens. But other than that, I'm done. I can't believe I'm saying that. I've been wanting to do it for, I don't know, I think at least around a year. I've talked about it many times here on the channel. And throughout this year of 2020, that has been so difficult for all of us in different ways and to different degrees. I look back to earlier this year and I definitely, was going through a time of depression, just, a lot of uncertainty and, being scared and overwhelmed by it all. And so earlier this year, although I've had my job the whole time and I've been very grateful for that, work was definitely slower earlier in the year. And I've been working from home, so I had time, you know, 6 months ago, over the summer. I had time in the day when I really could have tackled this project, but I was just not in the mental or emotional place to do it. It felt too much, too overwhelming, impossible, undoable. And so if I wasn't working or sleeping, I wanted to just shut off, check out, numb myself by, watching something or reading something. And, I can look at it and think like, wow, what a misuse of time, but also like, let's just have grace with ourselves. Like, it's 2020. It is the year of COVID, for crying out loud. And so I think if I'm being kind to myself, I can see that and accept that and think, you know what? Like, I did the best that I could and I did what I had to do to get through, and getting through is a major accomplishment. So for all of you out there who have gotten through, like, way to go. Good job. That's a big thing. And so, I don't regret that time. I think it's what had to be, and I'm proud of myself for getting through. And so, where that has kind of led me in the later part of the year, if you'll remember, actually months ago, I don't know, 5 months ago, I started this project. I did my bathroom, which was the smallest room by far with the least amount of stuff to go through, but I did that, and that was a nice positive step forward. And then, maybe a couple of months after that, I did my kitchen, which was kind of the next biggest room. Also, I knew that I wasn't going to be getting rid of a lot in there, and I moved around some things, but it wasn't as big of a project. So I kind of did those small steps first, which is how I tend to work. I know some people start big. They go with like the biggest issue they have to face for that day or in that project, and they just want to tackle and get out of the way. For me, like, I need to start small and show myself, look, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And then like grow to the bigger areas of it. So that's what I did. And then back in November, the first week of November, I took off of work, and again, because of COVID, thank you very much, I couldn't go anywhere. And so I used it as a staycation and went through my bedroom over the course of that week, which was a huge undertaking. Lots of stuff to get rid of in there and to reorganize. And so that was a big one. Did that over the course of that week. And then since then, over the weekends and just kind of little by little, I've done pieces of my living room. And then having a couple of days off over the Thanksgiving break sure helped. I also, got some work done over those days that I had off. And then last week, I finished. And then this past weekend, that means that I decorated for Christmas. And if you see some like reflections in my glasses, I'm like facing my Christmas tree, which I have lit all day long and just makes me so happy. It's stupidly big for my apartment. It's a full size Christmas tree here in this little 1 bedroom apartment, but I'm loving it. It's bringing me so much joy and happiness throughout the day. So definitely worth it. And yeah, I mean, I knew that it would feel good on the other side of the project, but like it really, really does. This place that I spend all my time these days. I mean, I leave once a week to go grocery shopping. Like I spend all my time here in this apartment by myself, and especially here in this living room, and I just look around and I just love it. Like I'm getting a little emotional talking about it right now. It's just such a different feeling to what it was before. There was so much disgust and shame and guilt and not wanting anybody to see it, and not wanting myself even to see it, and just that definitely like added to that feeling of depression, and just like it was this weight on my shoulders, and just every day that went by that I didn't do any work on this place I was a huge disappointment to myself, and it's just adding all of this negativity into my life, and negativity like within myself, and so now it's amazing for me to look around this room and this place, and to just feel so different about it. I mean, I'm so proud of myself and all I've accomplished. I can really see the things that have meaning to me now, by kind of getting rid of the things that really didn't have meaning in my life, and there's memories of the various objects that I look at, of who gave this to me, or when and how I got this, and it's eclectic, and there's colors everywhere, which I love, and yeah, it just makes me happy, and I think that we all could use more of whatever makes us happy this year, and in this holiday season that is different from so many others. I mean, Thanksgiving I was here by myself, but my parents were so sweet, and they were so concerned about me having Thanksgiving foods, that they sent from a company, they sent a portion of ham and a portion of turkey, and made sure that I had money to buy the various sides, and so I was able to like make a Thanksgiving plate and sit down and FaceTime my family in Texas while I ate here in LA in my apartment, and leading into Christmas, that's going to be the same, where I'm going to be here. Ooh, did not expect to get emotional talking about it. Alone, it's gonna be different, but at least I am in a place that feels really good, and especially with the Christmas decorations up, it feels cozy. I look around this place and I just think of the word cozy, and so I guess in a year and at a time when I can't receive hugs from real people out there, who I care about and who care about me, like this place feels like a hug now to me, and that's really powerful. So I know that this year has been, as I said earlier, just really tough, and I believe it has been for everybody, definitely to varying degrees and in varying ways, and I know we all know this in our brains, but like to accept it in our hearts is a different thing. Like I'm on the other side of this big project that I thought I could not do, and I've done it, and it feels amazing. And so I just want to offer that up as encouragement, to any of you out there who are just not feeling great in your space, especially if the place where you're living and spending so much of your time these days, if it's actively making you feel bad, and I know how it feels to sit in that space and to look around and to think, nothing can be done about it. You can't, it's too much. It's too much. You can't do anything about it. Can. You can. And it really does feel amazing on the other side. So I just really encourage you, if there's some, whether it's physical or not, if there's some area in your life that you want to clean up, something that you can do or alter, that can bring you some joy and some happiness and the feeling of a hug, during this year, and especially during this holiday season, like I can't encourage you enough to go for it, to do it, to, even if it's like the teeniest tiniest little step forward you can take that step. It's going to feel amazing. I believe, and I hope for you, but I believe for you that that teeny tiny step will lead to the next step. It will propel you forward and forward and forward, and little by little you'll get through the project. You'll get through whatever it is that you need to get through to make it to the other side, to have some of that weight lifted off of your shoulders, to feel good about yourself, to feel good about the world around you, and to feel a hug during this holiday season of 2020. That's it. That's really, I did not know that I was going to cry. I did not expect that. But I just really wanted to share that exciting news with you all, especially like thank you so much to those of you who have been watching along and hopefully rooting for me on the other side of the screen. You know what a big deal this is to me. So thank you for being part of this project in my life and for cheering me on. And in return, I cheer you on for whatever project it is that needs handling in your life. And so let's do that for each other, you know? Please comment, share with me what you've got going on that you're handling, and I'll continue to share the steps that I'm taking forward, the steps that I'm taking to wake up and come alive from that life paralysis that I spent years in. You know, the whole point of this podcast, the go from normal to normal. My normal was just existing, staying inside the box, playing it safe, keeping all of my dreams in the dream world. And you know, the intention and the hope is to move from that normal into the Norway, which maybe it's real Norway. That would be awesome. Maybe I move to Norway in 2021. Who knows? But even if it's like metaphorical or theoretical Norway, you know, whatever that looks like for me, that coming alive, that choosing to wake up, that choosing to live, choosing to take those steps forward. So I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to find more projects in my life that need handling, and we can just share with each other what those are, how we're feeling about it, what we're doing about it, and we can cheer each other on. I think we all need it. We all need it during this time. We deserve it. We deserve to feel like, you know, somebody is there for us, cheering us on. And it would just be an honor and a privilege for me to fill that space in your life, to be your cheerleader. I want to do it. So yeah, comment, share, let me know. I would love to hear from you. I'll be back with you again, hopefully sooner rather than later. And as always, until then, Hada.